What? Okay. Hello guys, this is my first video and welcome to my channel. So I'm showcasing a little redstone thing I made today. It's basically like a typewriter. It has 10 characters and it can write any letter plus a few punctuations like a period, question mark, and an exclamation. Do not ask why I included the exclamation. And the character set is a bit wonky, as you can see. It's supposed to say hello world without the O in the world, but the character set is a bit wonky because I have such a small space to work with. As we can see over here, I wanted to keep it small, so I had to keep it within basically something that can fit an 8-segment display. As you can see with the G and the K, and the K looks fine, but the M and the N, they all look weird. So yeah. So let's get into how this thing works. So we have a standard QWERTY UIOP keyboard layout over here with a few bells and whistles, as I said earlier. We have spacebar, of course, and when you hit a key, the system will decode that key into a value between 1 and 29. I think, I'm not sure. I have to count how many keys there are, and they'll go over here, and then they'll be decoded into the ROM decoder. I'll tell you all about that later. And we have a gigantic OR gate to detect if a key has been pressed, and then once we detect that a key has been pressed, we send a very long signal into here, and I'll tell you why. And then we write the character, and then we increment the cursor. It doesn't have that labeled over here. So let's show you why we have to wait such a long. So this is the ROM, and as you can see very clearly just from these repeaters, if I wanted to read a character over here, it would take it would have to go all the way through here, and then go all the way back around, and then if I wanted to go to the last character, it had to go all the way there, which is super long. And why that is because this ROM is really compact, and I like it a lot. It fits in with the display super nicely, and I hate having something that doesn't fit in, and this looks so nice. And before I only had like 6 characters, like cutting out this part, it looked super nice and it fit in super well. So that's why I like this ROM. It's not synced, but whatever, And how this ROM works is something like this. I saw in my Wings video. I will try to credit the original creator in the description. But basically how it works is you have these 2 lines for every single row, and whenever you power these lines, as we can see, this is kind of like activating this line of ROM. And how we would, edit this ROM, write one into this ROM, would be just replacing these blocks with target blocks. And as we can see, now we have the 3 top pixels on. And you have to make sure that the target blocks are interacting with this redstone does. So like something like, that's annoying as well. Something like this would not be correct, because as you can see, it's not interacting with the redstone dust at all. So it has to be making the redstone dust back towards it. And this ROM design is stackable. Very nice, not synced, but still very nice. And it can be flipped in both directions, just like I did here. And then this display has a frame buffer just to write the character, and then we have SR latches as well, which is why this display does not have backspace, because once the character is written, we cannot really reset that only this specific thing, because that'd be, I don't know how to fit that in such a small space down here. This is the clear line over here. Don't ask about the repeaters. That's just for an animation, I guess. And yeah, so that is how this thing works. And if you want, I can give you a nice thing of the clear animation. So we can just set the tick rate to 20. And I can just, it's pretty nice. Okay, and the cursor is just, why the cursor is like this and doesn't blink is because there's a small amount of space over here, and why the cursor has these 2 edges is because it's really just a bunch of repeaters connected to a shift register, and so is the cursor, and that is why this thing cannot do backspace, because this thing is not bidirectional. This shift register is not bidirectional. I do not know how to make it bidirectional and small at the same time, so I'm just going to completely avoid that. I did not want to completely redesign this thing. This thing does use a lot of instant repeaters. It's cleared, so we can try and write something on it. It does take forever. We are at tick rate 20 now, as we can see. So if I try and write, like, A, right, or S, my favorite letter, it'll take forever, as you can see. To stay on the key for the entire time as well, so it's not appreciated. And we wrote S. Takes forever, and it does take longer for these pixels at the end, just because of these of how I transport the pixel data just through repeaters. So many repeaters will eventually lead to delay in pixels. And yeah, that is how this thing works. Thank you so much for watching. I will definitely be uploading more Redstone content. As you can see, I've been working on a lot of stuff over there. And yeah, I will definitely be uploading some more stuff in the future. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.